You've probably heard the question, is there really a pilot shortage? The answer isn't a simple yes or no. It's a complex issue that affects airlines, flight schools, and future aviators around the world. In this video, we're going over the pilot shortage, what that means, why it's happening, and what it could mean for your own aviation career. Before we get started, make sure you like this video and subscribe so you don't miss out on new aviation information and insights from Epic Flight Academy. Let's get started. The pilot shortage refers to the growing gap between the number of qualified pilots available and the number of pilots that airlines actually need to operate their scheduled flights. Several factors have come together to create this shortage. Retirements. Thousands of senior airline pilots are reaching the FAA's mandatory retirement age of 65 each year. Pandemic impact. COVID-19 slowed down flight training, furloughed pilots, and disrupted the pipeline of new aviators entering the industry. Training bottleneck. It takes time, money, and extensive training to become an airline pilot. The demand for training is now outpacing how quickly schools and programs can graduate students. Air travel growth. Passenger demand has bounced back strong, and airlines are trying to keep up by hiring record numbers of pilots. The pilot shortage has far-reaching consequences for the aviation industry, including flight schools. These include commercial aviation. Airlines such as American Airlines and United Airlines have reduced routes and postponed expansions due to a lack of pilots. United has even launched the Aviate program to recruit pilots during flight training. Many Epic pilots are currently enrolled in Aviate. Regional airlines. Smaller carriers struggle to compete with larger airlines that offer higher salaries and better benefits. We regularly host career seminars at Epic for various regionals to recruit Epic pilots. Military preparedness. Limited pilot availability has hindered military training and operations. All branches continue to actively recruit to assure and maintain military readiness. Flight schools. With the shortage and generous salaries, flight schools like Epic have experienced increased enrollment. However, this has led to a greater demand for qualified flight instructors. Economic costs. The shortage has contributed to delays, cancellations, and diminished global connectivity. This results in substantial economic losses across the board. While there's still some debate and conversation with others about whether the pilot shortage is real, the data paints a very clear picture. According to the FAA and industry forecasts, global demand for pilots is set to outpace supply by tens of thousands by 2027. In North America alone, airlines will need more than 120,000 new pilots over the next 20 years. Looking forward at 2029, Asia is projected to experience the highest demand with more than 22,000 pilot openings, followed by 20,000 in North America, over 12,000 in the Middle East, and roughly 4,000 in Europe. Some airlines have temporarily slowed pilot hiring because of Boeing's challenges delivering new aircraft, but that slowdown isn't due to a lack of passengers. The demand for air travel remains stronger than ever. Despite current challenges, the outlook for pilots remains optimistic. Conversations often come up about AI or drones replacing pilots, but history shows how slow people are to embracing major shifts. An example of this is when elevator operators went on strike in New York City in 1945. The city nearly shut down because passengers were afraid to ride without them. Projections show that the demand for jets and the pilots to fly them will continue to grow, especially in emerging markets where air travel is expanding rapidly. While new technology may streamline certain operations, it won't replace the need for human pilots anytime soon. Instead, modernizing training pipelines and strengthening recruitment will be key to meeting demand. Industry forecasts even point to a shortfall of about 24,000 pilots in the US by 2026, with little improvement expected in 2027. The pilot shortage is expected to last well into the 2030s. Despite strong efforts to recruit and train, demand for pilots continues to outpace supply. Industry forecasts show a global shortfall of nearly 80,000 pilots by 2032, with the US alone potentially lacking 30,000 pilots by 2030. Over the next 20 years, airlines worldwide will need more than 650,000 new pilots, including over 120,000 in North America. Retirements, high training costs, and limited training capacity all make it difficult to close the gap quickly. For now, the shortage remains one of aviation's biggest challenges, though ongoing recruitment and training initiatives continue to offer hope for the future. The pilot shortage is a challenge, but it also creates unprecedented opportunity. There will always be a demand for pilots, and the only way to meet it is by training passionate, determined aviators ready to pursue their careers in the skies. Aviation will continue to evolve, but it will always rely on skilled pilots to keep the world moving. Thank you for watching. If you're passionate about becoming a pilot and helping meet the demand for aviators, be sure to like this video and subscribe for future aviation tips and insights from Epic Flight Academy.